What's up, nation? My name is Joe. This is Radical Rides, and today, well, it's Saturday morning, and well, I went to my dad's this morning first thing, and I got the bearing unpressed on my pinion. Well, in order to save myself a whole bunch of trips, oh, need to hit the lights. Save myself a bunch of trips, I homed the bearing out so I could press it on and off without any issues on the pinion itself. And it's basically now a dummy bearing, and it's only going to be good for just test fitting and test fitting only. Waste of 35 bucks in a sense, but I do have another one that I already have sitting here. So to save myself the hassle of constantly running back and forth across town just for one simple task, I did that. But now that I have that done, I can take it in and out as many times as I need in order to figure out my shims and which spacing I'm supposed to have. And well, we can get going on this and I can get it wrapped up because, well, I wanted it done by the weekend. It's already the weekend. I got all day to get this thing going, so let's get rolling and get back on the road. So I got everything in the truck now again. Pinions in, preloaded, differentials in, shimmed right. Everything is starting to look good. I actually called my dad and talked to my dad for a minute, and he gave me a little direction. And sometimes my dad's an automotive wizard. It's the reason why I'm a gearhead is because when I was a kid, I didn't get to go out and play in the neighborhood and run around and be a little hooligan. My dad made me go out in the workshop and throw wrenches around. So I actually learned something. And it's the reason why I got into the automotive industry myself. So I called him, he told me what to do. So now he's actually going to come over and kind of double check and just to make sure it's in the right position before I move ahead. And it's just kind of a good way of my dad getting out of his house and coming and visit me. So he should be here pretty soon. Until then, I'm gonna clean the differential cover and try and get the rest of my stuff prepared and set and ready to go. That way when I am done with the differential itself and installation, I can just finish putting the rest of the parts back on and hopefully take this thing out for a drive today. I actually want to take my wife out on a date in it, and that was kind of my goal. I kind of gave her a goal. That's the reason why I was so worked up about getting this thing done for this weekend, is because not only do I want to drive it, but I'd love to take my wife out on a date in it. And it's going to be a good time. So now I'm just waiting for my dad. I'm going to get scraping on this, and let's get rolling. Making a mess out of my workbench. That's all right. See, I could run an air tool. The problem is, I don't want to. So all I got right now is, actually, give a quick update while we're waiting here. I have that little thing as an air compressor. Doesn't really work so great in a workshop, especially if I want to plan on painting cars and stuff in here. It's not gonna work. So on the other side of my workshop, like I said, this is my storage side. It's a total disaster right now. But in the corner, I have a giant air compressor that I need to get finished plumbed up. And once I get it plumbed, then I can get going on some paint and stuff like that. But hey, birdie birdies. Hi, birdie birdies. See, I love the little guys too. And that's really one of my other goals, is I plan on getting my air compressor plumbed here soon, and I'll be having that on one of my videos as well, and show you guys on how that gets installed. I'm looking forward to that the most, getting the air compressor going. Not so much because I need air tools necessarily for this kind of stuff, because my electric ones work pretty good and I don't have to deal with a cord, but I don't have any electric paint guns, so it kind of is a little bit needed. And I'd love to get the Bronco painted. I know my dad's Jeep, he's got a 70 something CJ7 that he's been working on and kind of put on the back burner for a long time, and as soon as I get my air compressor put in, I plan on getting his Jeep over here, and I'm gonna finish up the body on that, because, well, it's been sitting way too long, and I really hate to see projects just sit and not ever get finished. It's a shame, it really is. And he's got a great truck, or it's going to be a great truck if we can just get it finished. But it's going to take a little motivation for him, and yeah. Clean up my dirty mess here. Hi, Gunner. And, well, just got to spray her off and clean it up. I painted it a while ago. Now it's all nasty looking and dirty and gross because, well, I've had it on and off a couple of times since I painted it. Last time I had it off was because my rear axle seals went out. So I did that, replaced the gasket and everything on this, and then the differential went out on me. Well, I wish I would have done the all in one, but oh well. I would like to maybe, however, I have a skid plate for the underneath of my Bronco that I kind of want to almost paint the same color. But I'm almost attempting not to, just for one purpose only. I don't know if I'm going to keep the truck the same color as this. I think I almost want to change the color on the whole entire truck. I want to almost modernize the color on it and paint it possibly that new Ford Raptor blue and put the mud graphics on it, just like the new Raptors. I think that would look really sweet on the Bronco, and it'd really make it look nice, and it'd update it a little bit. I like this old look, but I don't know. I really think the new Raptor blue would be an awesome paint color on this. I don't know. You tell me what you think. Well, I just got back from my parents. I just repressed the bearing on the pinion here for the final assembly. Now I can get the new crush sleeve on it. I can get this thing up into place, and we can get this thing going. I got everything measured out where it should be, hopefully. And, well, we got to do one more final measurement as we finally put it all together. But that means new nut here goes on. Get this here on out. Man, they really stick these things in here. So, new nut. Oh! Man, that thing's on a roll. Anyways, new crush sleeve, new nut. We can get this thing up into place and get rolling with it. I'm excited. I'm really excited.
I got the nut all tightened down. Checker here. It's about right around 20. Alright, I already give it a good love tap. Now we can put the differential in. Nice little torque wrench here. I set it at 30 pounds first. It's supposed to be torqued to 60, but I want to make sure. Oh, I want to torque it to 30 first. H cap. I want to torque it right to its final torque spec off the first shot. I want to seat them first. That'll change my. Okay. We're on 60. Alright, now that's in place. Get this back on here for final time. Zero this out. It's close to 60 right there. Right about 10. It's right where I want to be at. It's like 10, 11 max. That looks good. Now that that's done, I can move this up out of the way. And I can check my paint one more time. As you can see, bottom, top, it's all centered, it's in a good depth, it's touching well on both sides. Got it. Alright. We are moving along. Man, this feels so good. What's over here? Man, I'm gonna be out of the shop before you know it with this big old truck. Make sure that's nice and snug. Don't want it over snug, because then you're gonna run into some major problems you don't want to deal with. Well, this taken care of. I can get my little gauge here out of the way.
New gasket. I've already cleaned it. Gasket maker. I'm just putting a small bead on here to help hold the seal here in place, just to give a little extra. All right, cover's back on. That means it's sealed up. Let's put some fluid back in it. Now, fluid's going to be maybe a little bit more of a difficult scenario. Not too bad. Yes. This feels so good right now. Being able to put these on, knowing I'm trying to wrap it up. It's like crossing that finish line. Bam! The truck is back together. Oh man, I'm so excited to go take this thing for a drive. As you can see, my bench is a complete disaster now. Workshop's a disaster and cold at that because my heater went out. But the truck is done. It's off the jacks. It's off stands. It's back on its 4 wheels. Let's get moving on it. Let's get it rolling. See how it goes. Go for a ride. Turn this down so I can hear a little. We're just gonna go down the road and back just to see how it feels. See if I get any noise. So far I'm not hearing much of anything really. Other than that, I'm pretty happy. I'm moving down the road. I don't hear any pops or clangs or bangs or booms. I'm not hearing anything from it. Now the break-in on these, they don't want you on high acceleration. They basically don't want you hot rodding it right away, and for good reasoning. They want the teeth to wear in together. That way, it's there's not unnecessary wear or something. Because other than that, you can heat them up and you can break them pretty quickly. So I think that's pretty much what their reasoning is. They don't want them. They'll get hot and become brittle and break teeth off. So I'm just gonna go around the block here. Yeah, I'm not hearing anything from this rear end at all. Before it was humming louder than my exhaust. I got pretty, it's not crazy loud exhaust that's on here, but it is loud. It's loud enough anyways. Yeah, I'm not hearing anything. That's great. Yeah, I think we're good to go. Well, thanks for stopping in today. That's all I got going on. That's all I'm gonna have going on today. I'm gonna wrap this up, put things away. I'm gonna go see if I can't hang out with my wife for the rest of the evening. You guys have a great one. Hit that like and subscribe button if you like what's going on here. And hopefully here in my next few videos we'll get to something a little bit more fun other than having to work on that differential now that that's all done and taken care of. Thanks and have a good one. Bye.